let's go into Loki. So we haven't talked about Loki since episode 1. So we'll talk about episode 2, 3,
Really?
and 4.
Really?
Yeah.
It's been that way? Really? Oh, wow.
I think
Okay.
so, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let me pull up here. Do you want to start with, I don't know if you have notes or anything.
No.
Okay,
Not really.
I do have,
Oh, yeah. I remember, I think I gave episode 2 a 6 last week. For
6? Okay.
Yeah, for a specific reason. So we'll talk more about it when we get into it. But that's the one where they go find Brad, who's a movie star now.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. That's right. So you kind of already gave your thoughts a little bit on it. Do you want to expand on it?
Yeah, so episode 2 wasn't my favorite. I still thought it was decent. Like, it was a well-made episode, but, like, getting into spoilers, so spoiler warning for Loki episode 2, 3, and 4. I think this is a symptom of only having 6 episodes, but, like, they're just, like, all of a sudden, like, oh, we have to find Brad, and it's like, he knows where Sylvie is, and they never really explain why he knows where Sylvie is, or how they knew that. They're just like, yeah, it just seems kind of rushed. There wasn't really any good justification to find him, and then they do find him, and he does know, but, like, why does he know? Like, I don't know. That just
seemed like, explain why he knows?
Not really. I didn't feel like it was a good enough explanation.
You're right, because, like, we never got told why, like, how he would know that he works for the TVA.
Yeah, or, like, he's in league with Renslayer, but he's not really. He's, like, he's defected and now just on a timeline as a movie star. So why would he know where Sylvie is? Like, yeah, I don't know. It was all right, but that just kind of took me out of it a little bit. It's like, why? Explain to me why he knows this and why they know he knows this. But yeah, that was my big problem with it.
So that's a lot of exposition, though.
Yeah. It does. It does.
What did you give this episode?
I gave it a 6. Like, it's above average. It's still a good episode, but I just feel like the writing's a little rushed, and that's probably because of the 6 episode cap on these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. You're a little more generous than I'm going to be. I'll give it a 5. I think it's, like, very average. I mean,
I could see 5.
It's almost like you said, it's like they're not explaining why. Like, this dude just pops out of nowhere and he's like this huge deal. Like, where's Sylvie?
Yeah.
I don't know. The one, and I'm sick of this is just me nitpicking. But I'm so sick of, like, just the exposition and the pie. Like, this, why are those talking about freaking pies? Like, they're sitting here eating pies, or like in an episode of the future, like, oh, I turned around, let's go have some pie, and like, oh my god, this is just me nitpicking. It's nothing to do with the episode. But,
I think that's kind of funny for Mobius, but I see. I could get that.
I mean, it is like a joke. But I will say the good thing with this episode is I did like the little Loki and Morbius little torture quote-unquote scene to get him to talk.
That was a good one. There were a couple of reasons why I gave this above a 5. I think the thing that brought it above a 5 for me was when they were chasing Brad, even though it wasn't explained very well, and it just, all that stuff I said, like, Loki actually finally seemed intimidating in this episode.
Actually, where Loki acted like Loki, old school Loki.
Yeah, like, he seemed like he could be a villain and, like, is actually mischievous and use some of his powers, and, like, they still didn't go all the way, and, like, they still pulled some punches, but still, I could see that, like,
you saw glimpses.
Like, oh yeah, there's the Loki from the movies.
Do you kind of miss that Loki?
Yeah, I do. But I mean, the character has to grow somehow, so I can see why they're going this route. But yeah, I do miss that Loki.
Like, seeing the glimpses of it, it was like, oh, I miss it.
Yeah.
So can Loki use his powers in the TVA, or is it like a power-free zone?
He cannot. Yeah, he cannot use it in the TVA. It's blocked.
That's right. That's right. They explained that in like season one.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and then the
And the
whole
torture scene
again,
was another reason why I gave it a 6 instead of a 5. Because yeah, that was a
and
good scene. That was another one where Loki seemed like intimidating and like he's kind of
uh,
crazy and yeah.
yeah, I really liked that. So I agree. For me, it doesn't get above average still, just because I guess the later episodes don't help for me, and I'll explain
Yeah.
as we talk about more episodes. But for now, yeah, average. It was okay. Loki seems great. Other stuff for me, and then again, Sylvie. I'm just not a fan. I will say in later episodes they do her a little better.
Yeah, in this one I was not a fan of Sylvie. Like they find her and then it's just like she's pissed off. Yeah.
It's just, I don't get like this is again, and again this is for why is she mad at okay, this is for a later episode, but I like so Sylvie is mad at Loki. I'm just gonna talk about it in the next episode. So this one's 5 out of 10. It's not gonna make sense.
Yeah, we can move on to the next one. Yeah.
Overall, average episode, you gave it a little higher.
Yeah.
It ends with what? With Sylvie stealing the communicator thing so she could follow them wherever they go.
Yeah. I can't remember exactly.
Yeah. She's at the McDonald's parking lot. She has the little communicator.
Oh yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Okay, and then episode 3. Okay, that's right. You gave a little bit of thoughts on episode 3. Do you want to expand on those two?
I'm trying to remember what happens.
It's the 1883 episode, or 1893, where they go and this is when Jonathan
when they meet, Victor Timely or.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I think I gave this one a 7. Is that right? Did I give it a 7 or 8? I can't remember. I thought this one was better. It gave me a little more hope for Kang after like Ant-Man, but he's still not as like intimidating as he should be. I liked Miss Minutes and Renslayer and like the whole like love triangle thing that seemed like it was going on. That was interesting. I thought Miss Minutes was really good in this one, from what I remember.
I did too. She was great in this one. Yeah. And she's like a little cartoon character.
Yeah. Yep. And then I'm trying to remember. Remind me a little bit more about the episode. So like they go to I guess He Who Remains gives the TVA guidebook to Victor Timely, which is interesting.
Yeah, the very beginning of the episode is interesting. I had Ravana or whatever her name is.
Yeah, Ravona.
Go back in time.
Yeah.
Ravana go back in time in these minutes to give Victor, the TVA
guidebook.
TVA guidebook. And so this isn't confusing to me, but
yeah.
So was this all? I guess it depends on what you think about like time travel. So this Victor, it's a different one, obviously, from the one that died.
Yeah.
So was this always the main Kang's fallback plan to give it to this one specifically, or they just find a random one?
I think it was his fallback plan to give it to this one specifically.
This one specifically, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I was curious about that.
Because Miss Minutes talks about it like this was always the contingency. He had this contingency in mind, or she says something like that. Yeah.
Okay. So I thought that is interesting at the beginning of it. And again, the whole reason they have to go find him is because he's the only one that could help with fixing
his temporal aura.
The temporal aura.
For the time loop.
And then for the time loop and all that jazz.
Yeah, all that mumbo jumbo.
Yeah, all that mumbo jumbo exposition. and then it finally shows him it shows him again when he's doing like that presentation. You remember that?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Of all the people, which I thought that was a really interesting scene.
Yeah, and how he's like a swindler, kind of like he swindled that guy out of the money. I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So I really liked that whole scene, and then after that, it was okay. Like so, I was about halfway through. Like I'm looking at the episode now, and after that, the episode was okay. I'm divided on it. Uh, I thought Jonathan Mayers did okay as this variant,
Yeah,
but
he's
it's kind of like a cheesy overacting to me. Did you get that sense of this character or no?
it was an interesting choice because he has like some like I don't know if it's a stutter or like some social awkwardness or something.
Yeah,
It was an interesting choice for it. So I know what you mean
which
by
I get.
overacting, but yeah,
Like I don't know. It just feels like maybe I'm just criticizing the actor. I guess not necessarily the character.
yeah. It
And
was
it
it was
just
different than I
it
thought it
just
was going to
feels
be. That's for sure.
it feels fake. I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like I know he was like you said he had that stutter and he was supposed to be socially awkward or something, but
Yeah.
it just didn't feel 100% real for me. Maybe I'm alone in that. I don't know. Um,
Um.
and then
Yeah, I found that a little weird. It wasn't what I was expecting, especially because we've seen other Kangs and like it was different. So, but
yeah.
but I don't know.
Um, so okay, so I gotta get Sylvie out of the way. So I, I said she was a little annoying last episode, but for half this episode, she was bothering the crap out of me too. Oh my god! So what I don't get, why is Sylvie so mad at Loki? Like, did she realize she's the one who caused this craziness by killing the
Yeah,
first king?
that was kind of
I
annoying to
don't
me.
get why is she so mad at everybody else when she's the one who caused it?
Yeah,
And
she was just mad at everybody, and that seems to be the whole thing this season is her just pissed off, which is kind of annoying.
she's the one who caused it. They're supposed to keep playing variants. Like, oh, maybe it's going to fix it. Which one makes it worse? What do you want to say if your little world you live in now? I don't know. It
Yeah.
just didn't make sense to me.
Yeah,
Like,
I guess she's mad because she didn't, or Loki didn't like stand with her to kill the Kang. But I mean, Loki was kind of right.
she's mad
Like,
at everybody, though.
yeah,
That's mad at Loki. She,
yeah, that's
she
true.
wants to kill Kang. But, like, at the end of the day, Loki was, like you said, Loki was kind of right, girl. Like, you see what happened.
Yeah,
They did the TVA didn't do this, but her argument was, well, the TVA causes because that's what they created, and TVA causes everything. I'm like, I don't know, you're the one who killed him.
yeah, yeah,
I just could not stand. I still can't stand her, but
yeah. I didn't have a
she does
problem
the
with her
right
in the
thing at the end.
first. Yeah, I didn't have a problem with her in the first season, but this season has been kind of annoying. I will give you that.
Yeah, oh yeah, and shoot, this Sylvie makes the first season Sylvie like, oh okay, I was wrong because
Oh,
this one's just literally. I guess with this one, she like the character's just this is dumb. Why are you mad at other people? You caused it. Like I get you're frustrated. You're mad at the TVA because
yeah,
they're Kang's the one who created TVA, all this stuff. But like you know what I mean? Like she's not taking any responsibility.
yeah, that's true.
Like there's no character growth. A little bit, I guess, towards the end. But
Yeah,
anyways, so that was most of the episode. And like you said, the missed minutes and what's her name, Rolana or
Ravona. Yeah,
Ravona. That whole trio was very interesting. And Miss
yeah,
Minutes kind of got a little creepy there when she's like, "I
yeah,
never gave you a body,
yeah.
you didn't give me a body."
That was an interesting twist I did not see coming.
And I actually thought she was to get a body for a second. Like, yeah, so they gonna make her like the main villain of this
Yeah,
season?
I thought like one of the
Yeah.
mannequins was going to become her body or something. Her
Um,
face did go onto it at one point, but yeah,
yeah, just for like a second.
yeah,
Yeah. And yeah, so towards the end of the episode, he picks Miss Minutes, because what's the thing at the beginning of the episode? He says like, I work alone or something, and then
yeah,
Nirvana, when they're on that boat, says, "Oh, we need to do this together as a
yep, and
team or
that scared him
something."
off. Yep.
Yeah, and that's so he picked Miss Minutes, and so Miss Minutes kind of went crazy, and he's like, "Oh crap!" and shut her down, and then everyone came there and found him, fighting over him. Sylvie finally says, "Fine, Loki does his little talk and fine, take him, but don't make me regret this."
Yep.
And they go back to TVA, and Ravenna or whatever goes with Miss Minutes back to
the end of time.
And that's pretty much how this one ends, if I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then she says she has to tell her, or show her or something. Yeah.
Yep.
Miss Minutes says that.
Yeah. What did you? Overall, so what would you give this one?
I don't even. What did I give episode 1? Like an 8?
I think so.
9. I don't remember. I need to write down my scores.
Yeah, I know. I should be writing down the scores.
Last one, episode 2, I gave a 5. This one, I'll probably give a 6. I think I liked. At least this one was a straightforward, like not like it. At least I understood what was going on.
Yeah, I think I gave this one a 7 last week.
Yeah, I think I'd give this one a 6. Yeah, a little bit less than you, just because Sylvie thing is annoying me. The actor, Jonathan Mayers, I don't know, I felt a little overacting to me, but besides that, I thought it was interesting. So yeah, above average, still 6.
Yeah.
I tend to be going slightly lower than you in these.
Yeah, that's true. I think besides the first episode, I think each one has been like 1 below.
Yeah. So this last one, I'm curious. So, okay, so this last one, episode 4.
Yeah, I'm still
I am like
struggling over my. Yeah, me too. There's a couple of things that bothered me about this episode, but then a couple of things that I really liked.
I'll let you go first for this one.
So, maybe I shouldn't say a couple. One big thing that bothered me is like the first episode, it felt like they were setting up some big mystery as to like why Sylvie was there, why she said, "Oh, there you are," and then who pruned him or whatever. And I did guess that it was Loki himself, but I thought I thought there'd be a better reason, or I thought there'd be some kind of like, oh, we have to get back to that exact time to like save myself. But it's more just like, oh, they happen to be there, and oh, there's Loki. Okay, I guess it's time to prune him. Like, I don't know.
There's literally no reason.
Yeah,
they could have left that out of the story.
Yeah, like it was just random chance, and like the phone ringing wasn't anything. And yeah, I don't know. That was my big gripe with the episode. I feel like there was one other thing. I think it's just did Ravonna she got like pruned, right? Or she got like kicked, like
pretty much everyone got pruned.
Yeah, that was another thing, is like it seemed like they were setting up. Yeah, I guess
Ravonna to kind of be bigger.
Yeah, and like I don't know. I thought it was going to be more than just, oh, she worked for Timely in the past, or like He Who Remains in the past, but it was just, oh yeah, you worked for her or worked for him, and then he erased your memories. But he did that to everybody. Like, that's not that big of a I don't know. That wasn't that big of a reveal.
Love?
I think in the comics they were married or something. So I was like
ready for they didn't like explore that.
Yeah, probably because the 6 episodes, there's just not enough time in it.
That's true. What about so a couple negatives. What about the goods?
I'm really interested to see what they do next, because the ending is like a huge cliffhanger, right? Like it just like everything blew up. What's gonna happen next? And I have some theories, like possibly Timely did something with his machine and knew that going out there, maybe that's how like all the kings split up into different timelines or something, and like that's like sowing the seeds of all the different kings, and that's where it originally happened. Or I don't know. I feel like because he seems kind of like a coward, right? He seems like scared most of the time, but then all of a sudden he's like, no, I'll do it. It's like, well, is he planning something? I don't know. So I'm interested to see.
Instead of just like a funny, not a funny death. Oh, I kind of did chuckle. It's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Did it happen? He walked out there. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
that was surprising. It's like, oh, it just didn't work. But I feel like there's something more going on there. So
there has to be, yeah.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. So I really like the ending, the cliffhanger, and just like the mystery of what happened with Timely and how Kang's gonna get like big and the big bad. So I thought they did that well. And then yeah, there's some other things like them killing everybody and and the for no reason mystery box of Loki being pruned by Loki, but just by random chance.
I didn't get that either. You're right. Because when I was watching that, like, there's even in this episode, they're making it such a big deal, but it doesn't come up to like you didn't need that in there.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was almost like they just wanted to shock people in episode 1.
Yeah, I think that was probably the main reason, which isn't great writing. You should have a reason for it, right? Like,
yeah, especially when they make like there's like a literally like a he's walking. I swear to God, he's like walking up to him for like 3 minutes. Still like a 3-minute scene wasted.
Yeah.
Like, so, do you want to give your rating now, or do you want me to?
I think
go over my thoughts.
I'm still kind of wrestling with my ranking. I think I'm going to give this one a 7. It was going to be lower. I was going to do like a 5 because like I don't know what half the episode was doing. It just didn't. But the ending brought it back for me. Like, but also I feel like this one could change because if they go forward and it's horrible, like this one's not a good episode. But if they go forward and it's really interesting and like it resets a bunch of stuff and opens up whole new things, then it could possibly be higher. I don't know. Like right now, I'm gonna give it like a 7. It was
a 7, okay.
Just like an average episode with a really good ending or like a really interesting ending.
Yeah. Okay. I don't. So this for me, I'm so conflicted because I thought this was a pretty good episode too, but this is where I started thinking like the series as a whole. I was watching this. I'm like, this is just like episode 1. Like we've gone almost nowhere in 4 episodes.
Yeah, that was another thing I was thinking. Yeah, they're kind of just always in the TVA, like just
and like talking and doing the same things,
running around with their hair on fire. Yeah,
like the 1893 episode, at least it's a different setting, but all 3 other episodes, it's them trying to stop this stupid thing. Yeah. It's like this, they're running in circles, literally. And so, like, I don't know, like, the more, even though this episode is probably a best episode for me, to be honest. But I'm conflicted if I want to put it that high because this is also the point to where I started to, like, dislike the show. So I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Because if you all these 4 episodes could have been in 1 hour-long episode.
Yeah.
Like, what is the show trying to be? I don't get it. And now they're resetting something with 2 episodes left. I don't know. I guess I'm complaining more about the writing.
Yeah, I feel like the writing is very inconsistent in this one. Like,
do you get what I'm saying? Like this in episode 4, it's like the same. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Except you get a little more characters, and then it ends in like you said, it can make or break it depending on what to do with the last 2.
Yeah.
Because if it just reverts back, and like somehow this gets undone or something, it's like this whole season was pointless.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
as an individual episode, I would probably give it. I say it's my favorite episode, but I can't give it as high as the first one.
Yeah,
I don't know what to do because this episode made me dislike the show more, even though it was probably the best episode.
Yeah, that's interesting, huh?
Does that make sense? Like, even though I think it's the best episode, this
like
is
the best done, but yeah, it's like retreading similar things. I could see why you'd say that. Yeah.
So I guess as an individual episode, I'd probably give it an 8 as well as the first one.
Okay.
But like in my heart, I would put this like at a 5 or 6. Like if I'm talking like for the whole series, like I would give it a 5 probably. I was like,
wow, yeah.
If I was putting this next to the whole series, like because it's the same thing, man. Like literally, they're running into the same Loki from episode. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Nothing happened. Like nothing has happened. Like they well, obviously stuff has happened. They brought back Kang and this and that. For 4 episodes, really?
Yeah, and like there's only 6 episodes. I feel like they're both like skipping a bunch of stuff, a bunch of like reasons for things, but then also not doing much.
Like they fixed the temporal loom thing, and then it starts messing up again. So they got to fix it again.
Yeah, true.
Like when he was telling him to go, when he was telling them you got to go out there and connect the thing. I'm like, just 2 episodes ago, you told Owen Wilson to go out there, connect this thing for a different reason, but doing the same thing.
Yeah.
But for good, I thought that death scene with the cube, that was probably one of the most horrific death scenes in all of Marvel.
Yeah. I had just watched Gen V, so I was like expecting them to show it, and then I was like, oh wait, no, this is Disney.
Yeah, this is Disney, bro. You could feel like the bones crashing.
Yeah, that was pretty.
It was like, dang, that's gruesome. I liked that. I liked that. As far as intensity, this one was intense. It had the music, it had the atmosphere, it had, you feel like you're always, gotta hurry.
Yeah.
I actually didn't mind Sylvie in this one, believe it or not.
Yeah, she wasn't she wasn't that bad in this one.
Yeah, she wasn't that bad in this one. The whole Ravenna kind of dying threw me off, but at the end of the day, they technically quote unquote killed everyone off anyway. So
True.
So that threw me off, but by the end, I'm like, okay, well, none of this what happened in the last 4 episodes probably even freaking matter.
True.
Yeah. That being said, as an actual episode in itself, not comparing it through the whole season, it definitely was a good episode.
Yeah.
At least compared to the rest.
Yeah, I wish, I feel like this one kind of makes episode 1 worse. But
yeah, exactly. I agree.
But yeah, it was a good episode, but yeah, I just wish there were some things, but like you're right, nothing really matters if everything just blew up and now they're like resetting or something. So
yeah, whatever they do, exactly. Like if I were to throw on a random scene besides that 1893 episode we're going to post and told you what episode is this, dude, you would have no freaking
True.
And more freaking pie.
And more pie, yep.
But I gotta admit, man, it's disappointing, and I know it's gonna sound weird because I just called this my best episode. The more and more the show goes on, the more and more I feel like season 1 was better.
Yeah, I think I liked season 1 better. Yeah,
it was more straightforward, but still
more
not
stuff
straightforward.
Happened. Yeah.
More stuff happening different.
And it feels like they tried to make this one more mysterious, but I was like more engaged with the mystery of the first one, like all the different timelines and what was going on with the TVA. And yeah.
This one's literally just, oh god, we got to go find him and fix the temporal loom 2 times in 4 episodes.
Yeah.
And stop Loki from time jumping. And then that's like it. What else has happened?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, dude. We'll see how these last 2 go.
Yeah. Yeah, there's 2 more. It'll be interesting to see what they do because like they literally could do anything. So that'll be interesting to see.
But they're going to cop out, right? Let's be real.
Yeah, probably. But
it's going to be something to where maybe for an episode, things are going to be weird. But then by the finale, they're going to reverse something or everything's going to go back to normal. It's not going to be anything crazy.
Yeah, you're probably right.
It's not, freaking Marvel Disney doesn't have balls anymore.
Yeah, so, I'm losing, like, I'm getting kind of sick of the short episode series. I wish they'd start doing longer form series. That's kind of been
might as well make it a movie.
Yeah, I know.
Because you're right, like, you can't, they're trying to cram in all these characters. The thing is like, they're rushing it, but at the same time, it's like,
nothing's happening.
You're rushing. Yeah, nothing's happening. Like, They
Yeah.
could have, if they're going to rush it, just rush all these first four episodes like in the one episode.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand it. The writing, to be quite honest, the writing it's not good this season. I don't know what happened. They switched writers.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it seems very inconsistent.
And I know we kind of joked about it before, but the exposition, like everything is overly dramatic. You notice that?
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
it seems like they're rushing a lot, but then like standing around talking a lot about rushing or something like.
yeah, it's so weird. And then you're right. The music is, and I love the music. Well, like it just makes everything so dramatic. And at some
Yeah.
points, I'm like, well, I kind of don't care about this. Like, it would be cooler if the writing was better, then like the dramatic music would hit me a little more. I don't
Yeah.
know. But
Yeah, I feel like this could be a really good series, or they could totally drop the ball and it just like be nowhere as good as the first season.
look, I'll put it right now. This is why like it's good to review, like reflect and review after a whole season.
Mm-hmm.
Because all these rating, like these higher above average, we've been rating these episodes. I can tell you right now, if the show ended, like if this is the finale, I would have given this whole season like 4 out of 10, like below average.
Yeah, yeah, and it could, yeah, like I was saying before, some episodes in the future could totally lower the score of the whole series, or even individual episodes. Like, I feel like this one lowered episode 1 for me. It's not as good because the mystery that was set up did not get paid off very well.
Mm-hmm. So we'll see. So even though we're rating these week by week, we'll do this with every show. We'll reflect on everything at the end of the show because it can make a big difference.
Yeah.
So overall, I know we're roasting it. Overall, it was an enjoyable episode, but not looking good. Or it could be looking good.
Yeah, it could.
We'll find out next week. Hopefully, we're not here complaining next week.
Yeah.
I want it to be good, dude. I really do. Like, I enjoyed the first episode. I'm like, yeah, this is good. Second episode, third episode, this episode kind of cool but repetitive. Like, I want to enjoy it, dude.
Yeah,
I'm trying.
I know.
I'm trying.
I agree. I think I'm enjoying it a little more than you, but I definitely have some problems with it too.
Yeah, we'll see, man. All I know is it better pick up the last 2 episodes, but for me, this is a below average show.
Yeah.
Nothing's going off. You're right. A lot of standing around in TVA hallways, exposition.
I do really like I really like the OB character, even though it's like heavy exposition. The actor who plays him is so good.
I know, I do. And if I remember correctly, doesn't he know like martial arts? Like he does fighting.
I don't know.
And something else. I read somewhere. I read it in like a comment. So I don't know if it's true that he did like a martial arts movie or something.
Oh,
and
interesting.
People are like, I wonder if he'll get some fighting here in the next episode or two. Because people were. This was a stupid article. It was on IGN or was it on IGN? I don't know. But maybe I saw it on Reddit. Someone was thinking that his character isn't what it seems to be like, and it was something with his glasses. I don't remember what it was.
Huh.
I'm not to look into it. But I think you know fanboys, dude. Same thing. Oh, this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. Like this is just kill out, man. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
But I like his character too. But I like Loki. I do miss old Loki a little bit. So the Flash, that episode we were talking about, the glimpses of it I did like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I said, Sylvie, not so bad this last episode.
Yeah, I still feel like she's kind of just there.
Yeah, she's just not very interesting to me.
Yeah.
And she's pissed off at everyone else for something she caused. It was the TVA's fault for allowing me to have this moment.
Yeah. Yeah,
I would have told him if the TVA never treated all this. Like, she's not just own up to it. That really hit me when I was watching the last 2 episodes. I'm like, this girl's so angry at everyone else.
Yeah, she is.
And what I don't get is if she kills this guy, what if that screws up Victor. What if that screws it up even more and kills her world or something? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what if like she doesn't know that she's just willing to kill him? That didn't work out so great last week. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
The writing, man, the writing.
Yeah, well, I agree.
But
hopefully it'll be good the last 2 episodes. I want it to be, so we'll see.
I want it to be too. I'll stop ranting because I could probably lower my score by the end of this conversation. I won't.